Well, it seems South Africa just keeps on getting PK'd by Trump time and time again. Now, tariffs have been made on South Africa. Let's talk about that.
Hong, hong, hong. My wife, she get it. Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Serious blow to South Africa.
What now?
United States President Donald Trump has imposed 30% tariffs on South Africa, calling the country one of the worst offenders. On Wednesday, the 2nd of April, Trump announced a global 10% tariff on all imports and higher rates for a slew of worst offenders, including South Africa. He said the United States would implement the long talked about reciprocal tariff structure to balance trade and put America first. Trump claimed that countries worldwide were exploiting trade with the United States and cheating by running massive surpluses. Let's have a look at exactly what Donald Trump said.
South Africa, 60%, 30%, and they've got some bad things going on in South Africa. You know, we're paying them billions of dollars, and we cut the funding because a lot of bad things are happening in South Africa. The fake news ought to be looking at it. They don't want to report it.
And the official page on the White House has released a whole chart listing all the countries and the tariff rates. And right there is South Africa. So what does this mean for South Africa? Well, I reached out to economist Dawie Roodt to get his opinion on this 30% tariff. Here's what he had to say.
Okay, well, we don't have 100% clarity on what these tariffs entail. I've got a suspicion it's not going to be applicable on all products. I think, for example, well, in fact, I know for a fact that certain products are excluded, like, for example, typically platinum and palladium and rhodium and stuff like that, I guess, are excluded. But we have to get some more clarity on what products are actually will be tariffed when they are exported to the United States. I also have a suspicion that this means the end of AGOA and the benefits of AGOA to South Africa. So in terms of AGOA, I calculated that it will have an impact of 0.2% to GDP, so 0.2% less economic growth because of AGOA. And then, of course, on top of that, you have to add the new tariffs, and that will also shave off some points of economic growth. So we talk about probably in the region of about 0.4% slower economic growth than because of these tariffs. And of course, that in itself is not the end of the world, but that happens in an economy that is hardly growing. So I am afraid this is certainly going to hurt us.
Yeah, the decline in GDP is very concerning because it's not like South Africa's economy is growing by strides. No, I mean, in the quarter 3 of 2024, it only grew by 0.6%. So like Dawie Roodt said, it still remains to be seen what exactly is excluded from the tariffs and what's is included. But one of the things that has got people really talking is the statement that Trump said bad things are happening in South Africa. People tend to make fun of this statement. Well, especially the left woke white liberals of South Africa. They've gone on social media and tried to make fun of this statement. Here's an example. This person said, "Hey, Ernst Roots, things are so bad for us whites. Our family had to flee to a guest house in the Eastern Cape for safety. We are currently surrounded by dangerous cows in the road and naughty monkeys trying to steal rusks, fearing for our lives. Truly."
So you intellectually bankrupt.
And this is the image that she posted. And this was the quote tweet that she was quoting because Ernst was in an interview with Ben Shapiro from the Daily Wire. Now, I did give a rebuttal on X, and here's what I had to say. The very fact that you don't grasp it only highlights how blissfully ignorant you are of the reality. But when expropriation kicks into high gear and they come knocking for your home or property, you'll be the first to wail in outrage. I highly doubt you'll be handing over your possessions with a cheerful smile and a wave. So go on. Keep prancing about like the token white seal at the circus, clapping on cue, desperate for approval. But do remember this post. Remember that you were part of the problem. Remember you smugly looked the other way while something serious unfolded right in front of you. And that message goes out to everybody who thinks that there's nothing wrong or there's no terrible things happening in South Africa. There's 142 race laws. There's harmful policies all around, including BEE and other policies that hinder growth in South Africa. As I just showed you, there's a 0.6% GDP growth rate. That is appalling. And while the ANC has been in power for over 30 years, and regardless about the GNU or not, they're not really doing much better. People are still poor, and the poverty is only increasing. Not to mention all the other horrible things that happen, like crime. And quite recently, the Constitutional Court also said it's okay to sing "Kill the Boer." And I'm just scratching the surface of all the problems in South Africa, all the bad things that happen in South Africa. Have you guys forgotten about load shedding? Have you forgotten about the water shedding? Have you forgotten that 77 people die in South Africa a day? Or that the murder rate is so bad in South Africa that it's actually worse than a war zone? And let's also not forget about the ANC's NDR agenda, which basically seeks to implement communism. So yes, there are very bad things happening in South Africa. And for all of you that turn a blind eye towards it, well, you're part of the problem. But let me know your thoughts on all this, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section below. While you're there, leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way, and don't forget to also become a member. It goes a long way to supporting the channel and helping me to create content for you guys. And if you can't become a member, that's okay. Please consider giving a super thanks, or Sasa thanks as we call them on this channel. All the details are below this video. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.
This person put a 2001 Audi TT on Facebook Marketplace, and this is an actual conversation.
Oh, almost 200K. Could you cut me a better deal? What's a TLC? How much will that be? It's an '01! No sunroof. It's not a convertible. Come on, man. Help me out. I got cash, willing to buy.
Blue Book is over 3K. I won't come down past 2200.
Transmission? $12.50, but I already know I'm gonna need an alternator starter clutch. Brakes maybe soon enough. I'm gonna need another seat soon. Different wheels? Where are you even located?
New brakes, tires, clutch, alternator. I have all the paperwork from all the maintenance it's ever had. Try the junkyard. You may have better luck, because in your eyes, this car is falling apart. LOL, Cahoon.
Haha, nah. I'm just curious. Cars are an easy thing to keep up with, why I ask. Do me $12.50 though. The miles are high. Jeez. I'm gonna need another tranny soon fast. I carry that much. It's different, you know. If it was a V8, it could handle being rough. This is a small car with 200K miles just about. Felt butt, man, I'm telling you. And then it's missing that little arm piece, man. Was that, man? Why you do that, man? Beautiful car, man. Come on, it's an '01, Pat. I got $12.50, cash, no questions. About else. Like, I didn't see it's leaking or has a misfire. Let me know. $12.50.
That's also had the timing chain replaced, and all the big stuff is new. I have all the parts, but I cannot go that low. Thanks anyways.
With your two hubcaps, man.